The moment in your life when it's time to awaken. You stumbled upon the cottage, no mistaken, divinely orchestrated. Meet Auntie Karen, who knows where you've been searching for that clarity in this moment in life. When you're feeling so alone, Karen's Cottage is here to be a second home. We all have a common bond. Auntie Karen, the responsibility she's been given, that's what comes with psychic ability. You have to deliver in truth and humility. She's tapped into the divine. She knows that every person is here by universal design. When you hear that southern accent as she says, come on in, she's ready to begin. The duality of the Gemini personality is absolutely a reality. Don't let the sparkle in her eyes be misleading. That she will spring into action if you want a reaction. Not even a fraction of what she's got to unleash. Suggest you respect with the rest. This is her space. Don't forget about her twin who's not afraid to catch a case. If you get in her face, this is the cottage. Come on in. Now your journey can begin here at the cottage. Come on in. Welcome to the cottage. Welcome to the cottage.
Hey, everybody. Hello, Lisa Duck. How are you doing, beautiful? It's so good to see you guys. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up? What's up? Let me make sure I have my phone on silent. I do. What's up? Let's go ahead and clear some energy. We always do this with the sound ball. Hey, Miss Gloria, how are you? All right, you guys, let's do it. Here we go. Y'all ready? All right. What's up? Gloria, you were first. All right. We may have a short list tonight. As many of you know, I had scheduled this for last night and I had to do it tonight instead. So thank you guys for being flexible with me. Let's get to Gloria. How you doing, Miss Gloria? Good to see you. Hey, waiting game. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. All right, Miss Gloria, let's get to your questions. Gloria is, hey, Marcia, what's up, love? 10 years with a Libra. And there was miscommunication about marriage goals. Will he actually take action towards marrying me? And then secondly, we want to know whatever comes out that Gloria needs to know. Gloria, can I get your zodiac sign, love bug? Can I get that from you? I know you're dealing with a Libra, but did you tell me yours? I don't think you told me yours. Gemini. Okay. All right. Good deal. All right. So let's see about this Libra. Let's see what's going on here. Give me this Libra, please, toward Gloria. Give me this Libra toward Gloria. Give me this Libra. Next actions. What's going on with the Libra? Hold on a minute. Ace of Cups came out, but in the reverse. Another card came out too, Seven of Cups. We'll see. Give me this Libra toward Gloria the Gemini. Give me the Libra toward Gloria the Gemini. Give me the Libra toward Gloria the Gemini. Give me the Libra toward Gloria. The Libra toward Gloria the Gemini. Gloria the Gemini. Gemini. Give me the Libra. All right. Let's see what's up, Miss Gloria, with this Libra. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. I would say the answer is yes. He will take action. He will take action. You guys have a kind of a soul bond, Gloria. Hey, Diana. Yes, I've got you on the list. You're in the, I think you sent your question to me, right, on when you booked. But anyway, Gloria, yes, I do see that he's telling the truth and he wants something stable. Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. It's a yes. Again, you guys have a soul bond. Six of Cups. Crazy, but I would say yes. There is every intention from this Libra to move forward toward marriage. It may be a sense of timing with that Ace of Pentacles. He may be a little bit slower but it looks stable. It looks stable. And it's honest. Ace of Swords here. Anything else that she needs to know about this? Yeah, end of a tough cycle here. End of a tough cycle as far as that goes. You know, he may have had some squirrely behaviors. I do pick that up. He's almost slow. He's going backwards. You know, and I do see him dragging his feet. But I think his intention is honest. You know, and it's kind of funny because I think he just wants to go. He is. I do get him going. I just get him going slow as fuck. Yeah, you're his person. Queen of Pentacles here. Three of Pentacles. He's just slow as hell. But that's what's up, Gloria. I do see it. I do see it. I hope that helps you. Let's look at what needs to come out for you. That's so funny. He's so slow. He's almost going backwards. That cracks me the heck up. He's so funny. All right. Let's see what needs to come out. What is Gloria? What else does, you're welcome. Let's see what else Gloria needs to know, because your second question was just whatever comes out that you need to know. I'm assuming this will be just like general, right? What does Gloria need to know? What needs to come out for Gloria? Gloria the Gemini. What needs to come out for Gloria the Gemini? What does she need to know? What does Gloria the Gemini need to know? All right. What's going on? What's up with Gloria? What's up with Gloria? What's up with Gloria? What's up with Gloria? What does she need to know? Gloria the Gemini. What does Gloria the Gemini need to know, please? The Tower, Page of Wands in the reverse. What is this about? Magician in the reverse. Okay. I don't know what this is about. You're going to have to know, because this is a significant thing. This is a significant thing that is going to probably be something that you are dealing with or have dealt with, okay? Sometimes things are beyond our control. When you've done all you can do, there's nothing more you can do. And I don't know if this makes sense or not. The Tower. So when towers fall, and I don't know how much you know about tarot, the Tower is a very tough card. And that was the tough, that is here. That's the first card out, and it's in the upright. But the advice of the Tower is when the things fall, let them fall. Don't fight the towers. Embrace the towers, even though towers are tough. Tower, the literal definition of a tower is, it is divine intervention. And it is the toppling down of something built on false beliefs or on shifting sand, and it needed to go. It could be something that when something falls apart in our life, it is very difficult. Okay. This is very much the energy of Pluto. And when things happen like this, it can be really tough, very painful. Sometimes it puts us at rock bottom, but it puts you there for a reason. Page of Wands in reverse and Magician in reverse. And it's literally, that's the time that we don't necessarily take action, and we sit back and observe and say, okay, what led to this? What's the divine trying to show me? Because the Tower is, you know, when it topples, it makes a smooth surface where we are to rebuild from scratch. Yeah, Pluto destroys, but Pluto is about regenerating as well. Okay. Hi, Captain. I agree with you on that. Jesus did fight against that stuff. We're on the same team, my love. But at any rate, that being said, I feel like there is something that is going to happen or is happening that you may find difficult. And I don't know what this is about. It could be work related, it could be around family, it could certainly be around relationships, your living situation. I'm not sure what it is. Towers can affect a lot of different things, but towers are there to show us where our obstacles are and to show us what we need to do to remove those. All right. Yeah, I see it here. Three of Swords. Something may surface too. Sometimes towers happen whenever a painful memory surfaces, and it comes to the truth. It comes to consciousness up out of the subconscious. So it could very well be an existing wound that is a blockage, and it's holding you back in your life. It is absolutely holding you back in your life. And don't try to bypass this. Take a step back and try to figure out why something is happening. Okay. Things don't happen to us, they happen for us. So this was a very deep message, but I think it was very much what you might have needed to hear. At least I hope so. And I don't know if this makes sense to you or if this is preparing you for something. It could be either way. But on the bottom of the deck, remember this. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is about triumph over adversity. That's a win. Absolutely. All right. So that's what I got. Oh, was it needed? Okay, Gloria. So this made sense to you that this came out. Hey, really? Wraith. Why did I say your name wrong? Wraith. Wraith, the Capricorn. Don't work too hard, my love. Thank you for tuning in. Miss Carrie, how you doing? I've been working on a lot of self-improvement and growth. Okay, so you're not a stranger to towers, and you know they suck. I know they're tough, but at the same time, it's part of our process, growth, self-improvement, ascension, all of those things, right? So I hope that helped you. Can we pay for a reading here or no? The way that you book a reading, Sarah Leon, is the directions are at the top of this chat. How to get on the app, the thing. You pay through either Cash App or PayPal. Okay, I got you, Gloria. I got you. But I hope that gave you some clarity, love. I hope that helped you. I feel the need to tell you, I know you've probably heard this before, Gloria, but just to be reminded that we are a human being, not a human doing. It's okay to just be. It's okay to be still. In fact, that's needed as a part of our journey, right? Oh, well, thank you, Gloria. I appreciate you so much. It's that is very sweet of you to say. Oh, you're from, I don't want to say where you're from, but I like that. I'm like into that area. Anyway, that's all I'll say. Because I don't want to, I don't want to out you. Because, I don't want to dox you is what I'm trying to say. Let me add, Jennifer is after Marcia too. Let me put Jennifer down on my list and on the screen as well. Let's see here. And then Lisa, you are next. After Marcia, let's put Jennifer. There we go. Okay. Let's go to Miss Lisa. Here we go, Miss Lisa. Lisa, my little Pisces friend. There she is. There her is. Let me timestamp for you. All right. And Lisa, next 3 months, love. Good stuff next 3 months. I got you, love. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oh, no, you put your questions in. When you book, hang on just 1 second, Lisa. When you book, Sarah, I'm probably saying your name wrong. But Sarah Leanne, CN, I'm going to call you CN. CN, If you book through my website link, where that is where you would use PayPal to pay, there's a place that you would put your questions there. And no matter, okay. And then if you pay on Cash App, then you can either email me your questions or put them in the chat, whichever you want, because I've got access to I can check my email real quick and get them that way too. So whichever works for you. Thank you for asking. All right, Ms. Lisa Duck. Let's get some Lisa Duck Pisces juju on the cards. Romance next 3 months. Lisa Duck Pisces with the Libra moon and rising. And that 5th house stelly. Let's see what's up. Love next 3 months for Lisa. Love next 3 months for Lisa. Give me love for the next 3 months for Lisa. Give me love for the next 3 months for Lisa. What does Lisa need to know for love for the next 3 months? Things may be slow for you for a couple of months, Lisa, but we're going to see. We'll see what we can find. Oh. Let's see what we got, Lisa. Next 3 months for love. Oh, my Lord. What's going on here? Tower, Queen of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. The next 3 months are slow. And I had a jumper that came out, the Ace of Wands in reverse. The next 3 months are slow. I don't know why that tower is here. We're going to delve into that. But in general, I see things are slow right now. And I'm going to chalk that up to these damn retrogrades. Just about everybody, their romance predictions, the general predictions, it's like walking through quicksand. And it's all these retrogrades. Why is the Knight of Cups here in the reverse when I clarify that? Page of Cups. All right, Lisa, listen. There is somebody that may cross your path that is a bozo, okay? You know me, Lisa, I'm blunt. I just put it like it is. There is somebody that's going to cross your path that's a bozo. Who is this? Is it a new? It may be somebody new. 9 of Swords. Lord. They're going to waste you got a time waster coming, Lisa. I hate to tell you that. You got one crossing your path over the next 3 months that's going to be a time waster. Do I think you're going to get hurt over it? No, I don't. Okay. Do I think it's showing you something? Maybe. Yeah. The Tower. I think that is trying to show you something that you may need to work on. But here's how you're going to know who this is. First of all, this person is squirrely. They're the type to make plans and then be like, oh, last minute, or not even show up, or last minute, oh, I changed my mind, or I can't go because my dog ate my homework, kind of just stupid crap, right? Knight of Cups in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They're a Page of Cups in the upright. They talk a good talk, but they're a mess, okay? For a lesser person, they would be a mind. Oh, you do, Lisa, you do? Oh, you think you know who this is? And a lesser person, this person would be a mind fuck with the 9 of Swords here. But I know you, and I know how you handle things. I mean, look, y'all, I know Lisa personally. I know she's not going to let this person fuck her in the mind, okay? Not to be graphic, but it just is what it is. But to anybody else, they would be up in their head over this person. You're not, but I think that would be the effect for general. I think you'll see this for what it is, okay? Queen of Swords in reverse, you may have already cut this person out. If not, you're going to. But the 7 of Pentacles is here. The 7 of Pentacles in the upright is not an altogether bad card. It definitely talks about divine timing and things being put on hold, but something good in the future, just not in the near future. And I feel like things are slow. And when I looked at the bottom of the deck, I saw something new here. There's an ace at the bottom of the deck, and there's an empress right under that. All right. Do I think there's something here for you? I do. Okay. I definitely do. Do I think you're going to deal with this person in the next 3 months? Probably not with the Seven of Pentacles. In general, I think this next several months, and you probably saw that video I did about the retrogrades for the Fam Jam members, Lisa, but it's all these damn retrogrades. I mean, there's 4 retrogrades plus Chiron, and then 2 more are coming to the party later. And it's just insane. Everything is slow right now. Everything, right? Everything. Do I think, again, I feel like you got love, and I've seen it for you, and I see it here again, but I just feel like it might be past this next 3 months. Okay, love bug. Let's look at the good stuff. Let's look at the good stuff. You know what's crazy? I just thought about this with this Queen of Swords in reverse. We were talking about this person that's the time waster, okay, that you may deal with during the next 3 months. The Queen of Swords is Libra energy in the minor arcana. And so, but when but we pulled her in the reverse. Sometimes when she's in the reverse, she's like, snip, snip, you're gone, right? But she definitely speaks her truth. So yeah, anyway, I just thought I would point that out to you that your Libra energy showed up with that one. Let's see about the good stuff for you for the next 3 months. The good stuff. The good stuff for Lisa. The good stuff for Lisa. Good stuff for Lisa Duck. The good stuff for Miss Lisa. Money. Oh, Lord. Lisa, the 6 of Pentacles. Lisa, let me tell you something. The 6 of Pentacles can mean a couple of different things, but there is only one card that can represent inheritance, endowment, things of that nature. And that's the 6 of Pentacles, and it always comes out with you. The 6 of Pentacles come flying out of the deck, and it's in the upright. So that speaks to a flow. Let's get more. Let's get more for Lisa. You and that 6 of Pentacles. Let's see what we got here. Doesn't matter what deck it is, Lisa. I don't think I've ever read for you with this deck. This is my little 5 below deck. Anyway, I like it sometimes. Let's get more on the good stuff for Lisa for the next 3 months. More on the good stuff for Lisa for the next 3 months. Strength card, Hierophant. A lot of internal work. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Holy crap. I heard that. Interesting. Strength card and Hierophant. That speaks to you kind of doing some inner work. I see the next 3 months, and not in a bad way. Okay, not in a bad way. I just think I see you being very reflective and going inside, which is not uncommon for Pisces anyway, and for you, you're highly spiritual. But I feel like it's going to be you and your higher self, like really hanging out together a lot over the next 3 months. You're developing some spiritual muscles. What you're going to see is your relationship with your intuition and that psychic ability and that intuition and that gut feeling that you have is going to be even stronger as a result of the work that you're doing, this inner work. What's interesting is this. I also have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, and I want to talk about that. That could definitely be talking about that 6 of Pentacles, that the money being restored to you, you getting some money that is owed to you or coming back to you. It is, really, you've been doing just that. Wow. The 5 of Pentacles is something that is coming back to you. Okay. Money flowing back to you. It can also be an improvement in your health. And, I don't normally read for health, but a lot of times when I see the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, it can speak to health improving. It can speak to, if you had some sort of a health scare, you're going to figure out it wasn't anything serious and you're going to be fine. It can be you getting better from something or something of that nature. But it's in it, but I want to go back to this strength in the Hierophant card and take that Five of Pentacles over there. You're regassing your engine. You're gassing up your gas tank spiritually. Okay. You're replenishing yourself very much, right? And you're coming out. Look at this. Look at the strength card. And look, I know that the comic of this is humorous, but you get the idea. You're coming out of this thing being very divinely guided, right? See, but you're being divinely guided. You're at the gas station right now. You're pulled up to the pumps and you're filling up. But look at the abundance coming to you. Ten of Pentacles. Look at the abundance coming to you, Lisa. You're on a good path. Look at all these pentacles. You're on a really good path. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Good stuff for Lisa. Good stuff for Lisa, please. Anything else? You definitely deserve it. I know. Wheel of Fortune. Two of Swords in reverse. Hell to the yeah. Let me tell you, the Two of Swords in reverse, you probably know this, Lisa, but just as a reminder, the Two of Swords in reverse is about something that was previously blocked, the roadway opening up. Oh, you're fine, Shirley Ann. You're okay, sweetie. But something that was previously blocked opening up. It can speak to truth coming out. It can also speak to you and a person coming to terms with something and making peace. There's something that's had you disappointed. That's how you know what this is about. The Star. This may be clarity about there is something that has had you stuck that you didn't understand, you didn't have clarity on, you didn't know what was up. And I'm going to tell you, I think you've been sad. Whatever this is has made you sad. It's made you feel heartbroken. It may have to do with Dad. You're going to get clarity on that, and you're going to feel a renewed sense of hope and optimism. All right? It's like there's clarity that's going to spur your growth and set you free. Does that make sense? Yeah, look. The Moon in reverse, something coming to light. You're going to get clarity on something that's been a mystery to you. And I don't see this in the cards, but I'm wondering if this is something to do with your dad. Especially with that Hierophant coming out. See? I know, and you and your dad, he was a sweetheart, and you guys were so close, right? Oh, I got you. I got you, Nomad. I see it. I saw you sent two separate ones. That is fine, my love. But that's what I got, Lisa. That's what I got. And I think whatever this is, this clarity is going to help you to move forward somehow. That's what I'm picking up. Does that make sense? So I like that for you. I like that for you. I kind of wonder if if all of this has to do with that one thing, right? It makes me wonder. Let's go to, did that give you clarity, Lisa, by the way? Was that good for you? Oh, Well, thank you, Lisa. I love you. I appreciate you more than I tell you. I think there's some truth that's going to come out that's going to bring a lot together. You know what's crazy, Lisa? I won't take but a minute to say this. I won't dwell on this. But I've been delving into my ancestry a lot over the last few months, and I've been talking about it some on this here. We meet everybody for a reason. There is a person that I do one-on-one virtual in-person readings with, right? She books with me every month or two, and she's a loyal follower. Well, anyway, I won't go into a lot of detail, but we had some things in common ancestrally, and she helped me to understand some things. She got me on a rabbit trail and solved a lot of mysteries for me. So much came together with that conversation with her. And it's very interesting because I read that astrologically that the astrology right now lends itself to people doing ancestral type digging into things like that. So anyway, it makes me wonder, Lisa. It makes me wonder. When I heard from my daddy today, Lisa, speaking of our folks that are on the other side, I heard from him today in a good way. Anyway, all right. Let's go to Diana. Let me timestamp for Diana. All right, Diana. She is in no contact with Alan the Aquarius. Will he reach out again? I have a feeling he was just using me for money. I am a Leo Sun, Gemini Moon, Sagittarius Rising. I love those placements. Love, love, love those placements. All right. Let's take a look at Alan the Aquarius and see where he's at with this stuff. Give me Alan the Aquarius toward Diana. Give me Alan the Aquarius toward Diana. Give me Alan the Aquarius toward Diana. Alan the Aquarius toward Diana. Alan the Aquarius toward Diana. Alan the Aquarius. Give me his next action. You can barely hear me? Can y'all hear me? Lisa, can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Oh, because you're I gotcha. Oh, okay. So let's see. Alan the Aquarius toward Diana, the Leo Sun. Alan the Aquarius toward Diana, the Leo Sun, Gemini Moon, Sagittarius Rising. I think I need one more shuffle, Diana. Hang on. Okay. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Swords, Judgment. That's so crazy. I'm going to have to clarify the Judgment card. I don't see him initiating contact with you. What's crazy is he's not over you. Like, what in the crazy train? What in the crazy train? I don't see him lifting a finger to do anything about it with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Swords in the upright. But with the Judgment card, that suggests that he's not over you. Thank you, Lisa. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Wands. He's being passive. Tower reversed. He's an avoidant. He's being passive because he's an avoidant. Tower reversed. you know, it's very interesting, Diana. This Aquarius, Alan, is still invested in you. He is not over you. All right. Uh, and it's crazy because I feel like the reason he doesn't do anything is out of fear. With the tower in the reverse, that speaks to, you know, that's usually my card about being an avoidant and holding back. Yeah, Five of Swords, he may have trust issues here. Three of Swords in reverse. Justice in the reverse. Yeah. He's just not gonna do anything about it. That's what I get. That's what I get here. Unfortunately, Diana, that's what I get. The Fool in reverse, yeah, baggage, that fear, right? That fear is what's holding him back all day long. He's not going to do anything. Is he over you? No. Does he have feelings for you? Yeah, he's still invested. Yeah, Ten of Swords in reverse. He ain't moved on from this. He has absolutely not moved on. He tries to tell himself every reason in the world why it would be foolish to reach out to you. And I'm telling you, he has a lot of mental conversations about you. He does. So I know that's not the best thing, but I hope that at least gave you some clarity, Miss Diana, on the situation. Finally got over a big hurdle I've been dealing with for the last year and a half, and it's all done. Good, Lisa. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, Stacy, I saw where you booked. I got to get you. I think you will be after. He has trust issues. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I was picking up on that, and that's his issue. Is he struggles with emotional vulnerability, and you know sometimes we air signs can. I know you've got some air in your chart too with your moon sign, but in general, Leos are. You know, I guess everybody can struggle with the avoidant energy, but I could see that with the behavior that I saw in him being hot and cold. I could definitely see that. It's not that he doesn't like you. He does. He does. When you may have heard me say this before, Diana, but when you're dealing with somebody that's got issues around avoidant energy, okay, out of fear, out of a lack of, the trust issues, fear of being hurt again, right? Fear of being whatever. You know what I'm saying, right? Why is this doing? Hold on a minute. All right, there we go. What happens, the reason they can act hot and cold, Diana, is because when they get too close and they start to feel too deeply, they back away because they kind of run away from that. And that's why you get that hot and cold sometimes from people with those issues. But it's more about him than you. That behavior is about him and his own issues and not you. You absolutely cannot take that personally. So I hope that helps you, Miss Diana. Excuse me. I'm updating the list real quick, but let me know if that gave you the clarity that you were looking for, Diana. And let's see here. Oh, wow. Hey, Emily. He's saying how he loves me and how he's sorry because he was scared. Don't know how to process that really. Okay. You are a Virgo. Let me look at your info that you sent over. And you sent for 2 questions. Let's see here. Recently with a man, Leo, who was very interested, then blocked after we did it. Was he ever serious? Should I even be giving energy? Okay, good, Diana. Thank you. So, if you want, was he ever serious? Should I be giving him my energy? And then he came around and said he did that because he was scared. So, Emily, do you want to rephrase your questions? Because We can look at the energies around how this might go between you two going forward. We can look at that. And what made him do this. You tell me how you want to. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Tell me how you want to proceed, Emily. And we'll go from there, my love. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Give me more about why he did this. Give me more about why he did this. Tell me the energy behind this, or why he did this. Tell me more about this. Why the Leo did this with Emily, the Virgo. Why did the Leo do this? Why did the Leo do this? Why did the Leo do this? Talk to me. Tell me what she needs to know. Tell me what she needs to know about what drove this behavior. What drove this behavior? What drove this behavior? Tell me more about the fear, what's underlying the behavior. Let's go deep. Let's go deep, Emily, please. Let's go deep. Let's go deep. Let's go below the surface. Let's get to the subconscious, please. Knight of Wands here in the reverse. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Swords. Okay, here's what. There is fear. He was telling you the truth. He has fears of abandonment, all right? And what he was afraid of, what he is afraid of and what he is trying to avoid is being abandoned again. He's been abandoned in the past. Abandonment doesn't always mean somebody physically leaves a person. It can be like an emotionally unavailable parent, for example, who is right there, but yet not, right? That is one example of how abandonment issues can start with people. And more often than not, it starts in childhood in some way, not always, but then it repeats through adulthood until we heal that and then we learn the lessons, right? And so basically, that was what his issue was, the fear, the Eight of Swords. It puts him in his head. Now, the issue with this is, will he do this again? I can answer this in two ways for you, Emily. I can pull cards for you, and my cards will back up what I'm about to say. I've kind of seen this, right? What you need to know about behaviors, especially runners. And this, he ran, and he is an avoidant. He has avoidant attachment style. Okay. Yes, he has avoidant attachment style. And that is one way that abandonment wounds can manifest. Okay. And what I know about that attachment style is, or any kind of behavior. Let me talk about behaviors. Behaviors are driven by the subconscious. I worked many years for a PhD level behavioral psychologist. And one of the things that he said to me repeatedly was the best predictor of future behavior from a person is what they've done, their past behavior. And the reason is because our behaviors are driven by wounds that are unhealed in the subconscious. Okay. That's why I went to the subconscious. Okay. That's why we are compelled to do what we do. And that's what made this person run. And so there is a way to change the behavior, but it's going to take more than willpower and white knuckles. Okay. You have to go below the surface. Just like a weed in a garden, you can't cut it off and expect it not to grow back. It absolutely will come back and reappear. You have to go below the surface to what's unseen and get it by the root. And the same is true with behaviors. The behavior is the symptom. You can't just change the behavior. You've got to figure out the root problem. And this is also, by the way, one of the things that I healed from myself. Avoidant, I had and still struggle with avoidant attachment style. Okay. But I have an awareness of it. So having an awareness of it helps me to manage it so that I don't repeat those behaviors. This is something that when people who are dealing with someone with avoidant attachment style, their first reaction is, well, let me just reassure him. And I can assure you that all the reassurance in the world is not going to fix this. There is a gaping hole inside of him that he is the only person that can fix. All the reassurance in the world would feel like a Band-Aid. It would be like if somebody cut you at the jugular and you tried to fix it with a Band-Aid. That's what reassurance would do. It would very temporarily stop the bleeding. But the fact of the matter is, there is nothing that you can do to fix this. He's got to fix this if and when he decides to. Going forward, he absolutely will do this again. And I know he's not had time to do the work, okay? But it takes not just time to work on these wounds. It takes time plus work, shadow work. And there's no way he's had the time to do the work, right? Because it takes both of those things. So your last question, should I be giving this my energy? That is a question that only you can answer. But what I can tell you is what will happen between you two if you do. He will absolutely do this again as soon as things get, as soon as the volume on his emotions or his feelings of vulnerability are turned up to the next level again, he will run again. And I'm not saying that he's a bad person at all. Oh, no. This is a prime example of hurt people hurt people. He is in pain himself. And right now he can't see beyond his own pain to really realize what his behavior does to others. And this is from my own experience and others that I have talked to that deals with this. But, and it's interesting that you say, I've also dealt with someone else that was very similar. Let me tell you why you are seeing this. Why are you connecting to people? This is your job. There's a bigger picture here. These experiences are trying to show you something as well. They're trying to trigger a wound because, and you've heard it said, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but this is absolutely true. You will keep having the same experience over and over again with different people until you learn the lesson, until you see what you're supposed to see about yourself. This is always happening. There is absolutely deep reasons why we choose who we choose. And we choose who we choose to show us things about ourselves. Our higher self literally orchestrates us to choose people to show us our own wounds. And you've got a wound that these folks are trying to show you as well. So there's the real answer. There's the real help. There's the real help for you. So I hope that helps you, Miss Emily. I hope that helps you. And thank you, Lulu. Blair, this is crazy. I was just thinking about you. I think I manifested you, Blair. I think I manifested you. I was thinking about you yesterday, and I pulled out I finally pulled out my products that you sent me, my goodie bag, and I went through all that stuff, and I ordered me some baby shampoo. So I haven't started using it yet, but my baby shampoo is coming, I think, tomorrow or the next day. But you are welcome, Emily, and I hope that helped you, my love. I hope that helped you, Emily. But anyway, Blair, I looked at those videos you sent. I went back through the emails and I went through that to the website, to the video that told you how to do all that stuff. I'm so excited. Yes, I think we did. I think we did, Blair. My nails are long. Oh, I need to get mine done. They're awful. My nails are inexcusable. But I did see where you booked, Blair. I saw it come through while I was doing Emily's reading. Hey, Miss Calico, what's up with you? How you doing? How you doing? Let's put you on the list. You are after Stacy. Blair, you know what I told you about the issues that I have been dealing with? They still are kind of flaring up a little bit. Well, a lot. Okay. I have had good days and my bad. But anyway, my daughter and her boyfriend came and cleaned my house last night. So, yay. And I feel better just from that. It's been a roller coaster. Nabila, you are after Blair. Yes. Hey, Lily, how you doing? Hey, beautiful yourself, Nabila, how you doing? But okay, let's go to that was Emily. You're gonna die. I did not timestamp for you. I got to go back and look that up. Dang it. Tony is up next. Let me timestamp for Tony. I know Tony wants to change one of her questions. I do remember that. And let me go to Tony real quick. And here we go, Tony. Let's see here. Tony is, why am I still thinking about Cheyenne if she isn't coming forward? And there she is. Okay, I got you. There you go. Thank you, Love Bug. Thank you, Love Bug. It may be Calico. It may be new since I've seen you. Nabila. That's funny. I got you. Appreciate you, love. I see it. Why do I feel like I'm being guided away from my friendship with Lexi? I got you. All right, so let's first look at Cheyenne. Why am I still thinking about Cheyenne if she isn't coming forward? There can be a lot of reasons for that, Tony, but we're going to see what's causing you to be thinking about her. We'll find out for you, love, okay? Why is Cheyenne in Tony's energy? Why? Let me do this. Let me do this another way, Tony. I'm going to start over on Cheyenne's side. Give me what's going on. What now? Well, thank you, Calico. But wait. Okay, I'm waiting. Scroll up higher. Okay. Let me go to the top where you had originally. Yeah, you that's your second question, the one about Lexi. Do you want to know about Cheyenne too? Because she's thinking of possibly. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm stopping the presses, Tony. Tell me what's up. Oh. Copying and pasting. Okay, sounds good, love bug. You're good. Take your time. Oh, Tony, that is so sweet. But we still want to ask about Lexi, right? Tony, can I tell you something funny? Look, you know I'm a Gemini too, right? Listen, Tony, you know Uranus is in Gemini, right? And it's going to be in Gemini for quite a few years. And like Uranus is just the agent of chaos in our sign, right? Replacement question still about Lexi. We'll look at that for you, Tony. But look, Tony, I am so serious right now. Yeah. So you're going to feel like Gemini and caffeine. It's just crazy. But yeah. Yeah, I did a video on Fam Jam. It's now over on the Patreon upper level over there. And I did a video explaining the energies of Uranus, and it's like the agent of chaos, and it's in our sign. The world isn't ready for us. I know, I swear to God. Swear to God. All right, let's find out about Lexi. What about Lexi? Why is Tony feeling like she needs to back away from this friendship with Lexi? Let me go back again and look at it. Why do I feel? Yeah. Why does Tony feel like backing away from the friendship with Lexi? Tell me why. Let's do this. Here's what I want to do. I want to do this another way. I want to look at Lexi's energy toward you from a friendship standpoint, okay? Give me Lexi towards Tony. Give me Lexi's energy. Give me Lexi's energy toward Tony. Give me Lexi's energy toward Tony. We're going to start there, Tony. Lexi's energy toward Tony. Give me Lexi's energy toward Tony. Give me Lexi's energy toward Tony. Hermit reversed, Tower in the reverse, Seven of Cups in the reverse. She may, do you guys have a mutual acquaintance or somebody that you both know that there's history? Just tell me that. Or is there history with you two? Is there a history with this friendship with you two? Or is there like a person that you guys both know that could be significant that's coming out in this reading right now, Tony? I do pick up the energy that she is potentially using you for something. I do pick that up, Tony. I will tell you that she's using you, and I'm not sure what. Let's see here. I knew it. Here's what's crazy. Could she be trying to get that person back, that person that was in the relationship, or could she be trying to get to that person by being friends with you, is what I'm saying. Is it possible that she is trying to get to that mutual friend by being friends with you? I don't know if I'm asking that in a way that it makes sense. I hope so. I could see her being nosy on her behalf. Yeah, that's it. She's trying to figure out what's going on. I do get she's using you with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, let's talk about the traditional meaning for the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It can mean two different things, and we're going to talk about it can mean a gold digger in the traditional sense of the word, somebody using somebody for money. And that may be true, but she's definitely using you. And she's trying to avoid some sort of a disaster. And I don't know what that is, but for her, the disaster may be not having contact with that person. She, I believe, may be obsessed with that person, because I do have some obsessive energy here. I also am getting another thing. is this going to make sense with you? She struggles to keep friends. She doesn't have, like, really have friends. And it could be that she doesn't know how to be a friend. Yes, yes. And certainly it can be, when we're talking pentacles, it can be energy, because energy is a currency, let's be honest. And if she is draining, yes. But I feel like she is a lonely person as well. Lonely and doesn't have a lot of friends. And she may even be trauma dumping. Yeah, yeah. I think she may be, I think one of the problems, I don't know, I may be wrong about this part, but yeah, Tower reverse. This, okay, this is going deep in these cards, but hear me out. I think her problem is she may trauma dump, and that runs people off. And it's crazy because there's such a balance when you have friends and a friendship, okay, with people. It's like they're there to support you, but at the same time, you can't just always just trauma dump, right? Because that's just a really selfish energy where they take and you give energetically. Yes. Okay. So you're getting that. She told me I was her best friend recently, which is you probably are. You probably are her best friend. Do I think that the friendship is healthy? I don't. I don't. She projects a lot of her shit to me too. And yeah, 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 I can see that with that Tower reversed. And a lot of times let's talk about the Tower and avoiding disaster. Okay. A lot of times when we trauma dump on people, in a sense, you're dumping your shit that you need to be. All right, let's say that I'm her. Okay. Say me and you are friends, Tony, and I'm her. Okay. And you and I are friends. Okay. If I were a trauma dumper routinely, okay, then I've got baggage. My trauma is baggage, right? And if I don't want to deal with it, what am I doing? I'm avoiding it. Dealing with it feels like a tower, like a disaster. And that's my job. My responsibility as a human is to deal with my tower, right? But instead of me dealing with my tower, I'm going to trauma dump it on you. So, in a sense, that is using you energetically as well, right? And so, I don't know if this is helping or not, but I think she rubs people the wrong way because of this. With the Three of Cups in reverse, that can be about rubbing people the wrong way. She may be harsh. She may speak harshly to people. I do feel like that's possible with that Three of Cups in the reverse, but I get that she just doesn't have a lot of options when it comes to friends with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. She's lonely with the Hermit reversed. She's obsessed. She's an energy drain with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. She's stuck in the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Judgment card is where I picked up on the person that she's interested in. Well, me too, Tony, actually. Me too, both of us. But this is intuitive. What you just got was intuitive reading. And I got what I got from her was she's lonely, she doesn't have a lot of friends, and she's avoiding disaster. She must be trauma dumping. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. She's energetically draining over here, right? Yeah. I think for your own spiritual health, you're going to have to. That's not narcissistic. That's not narcissistic, Tony. That's not narcissistic. But, it doesn't sound like that. I'm going to be real with you. The reason you're her coolest friend is because I believe you're her only friend. But that's not your problem. The only way she's going to face her shit is if she doesn't have anybody to trauma dump on. Does this make sense? Yeah. See, good on you. I am Miss Laura G. I am still taking questions. Good on you, Tony. Good on you. I think I've still got some availability. I don't know what my quantities are like. I probably need to go look at them, Laura. But Tony, that's what's up. That's what's up. And I hope that gave you some clarity. And this is why I love tarot. No, she's not a bad person, but she's got to you the thing about it is, Tony, sometimes the most loving thing that you can do to a person is leave them chained to fate, the lesson. She's not going to get the lesson until she's forced to. And right now, she uses her friends to spiritually bypass, which is why that tower is in the reverse. You've heard of spiritual bypassing, I'm sure. You know, trauma dumping is just another way to avoid pain. People become addicted to drugs. People get into rebound relationships. People become workaholics. They bury them, they stay busy. People will do many, many things to avoid pain, and trauma dumping is yet another one. I got you. Well, thank you, Tony. Somebody earlier was asking about a Scorpio, and if she's still here, we can donate that to her, Tony. You haven't heard that either, Blair? Oh, yeah. Spiritual bypassing when you're trying to avoid dealing with your bullshit. Hey, Amar. I think her name was Lily. She was asked, she's a Gemini, and she was asking about a Scorpio. We can pull for her if you would like. I don't know if she's here. Where are you at, Lily Ton? Are you here? I don't think she's here. Well, you know, I always say it's a two-way street. Everything happens to show us something, right, Tony? So, you know, at the end of the day, it's all on us, right? Oh, my goodness. I feel that, Tony. I feel that. I don't think Lily is still here. We'll find out. And if she shows back up, we'll ask. But at any rate, if that gave you the clarity, Tony, let me know. Let me know. Why is that? Why is this happening? Mercury, will you shut the fuck up? Mercury's being an idiot. Mercury Gatorade is being an idiot. Let's see if I can get it now. Stop doing that. Why can't it mark me? It won't let me mark this question as being fulfilled. Like done. Like I mark the question. There's a way on my website that I can mark things done when I've done them, right? No, Tony, her name was Lily Ton. It wasn't Lulu. It was Lily. Now, Lulu may have a question. After Nabila is Laura. Let me go to and check my quantities real quick before I read for Marcia. Why is this thing acting stupid? Why is my okay? I don't. This needs to calm. Mercury, you need to sit down. That's what you need to do. Mercury, you need to take a seat, hon. We ain't doing that. We ain't having that shit. Yeah, I do need to adjust my quantities. Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, love. I appreciate you. All right, so next up is Marcia. And let me timestamp for Marcia real quick. You did, Calico? Did you book a are you on my calendar next week? What day? Hey, Marcia. Blair, my cool factor goes up when I hang out with you. So you bring coolness to the cottage, Blair. Yes, lots of phone issues. I've got two 1.5s. Okay, now I gotta go because all right, let me put two and two together. Because I gotta remember. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I'm putting your screen name on here so that I'll know who's who. I didn't know that was you, Calico. I do have you on Friday the 8th. I'm nutty as a fruitcake. All right. Okay, Marcia, let's see what's up. Okay, Marcia has two. Libra. How's the Libra feeling since I've pulled back my energy? Is he dating or seeing others? We're going to find out for you on both of those. Marcia, remind me, you're a Sag. You're a Sag, right, Marcia? Aren't you a Sagittarius? Oh, you put it on there. Okay, duh. There's your Sagittarius symbol. All right. How is the Libra feeling since she pulled her energy back? Let's take a look. How is this Libra feeling since Marcia, the Sagittarius, pulled her energy back? How is the Libra feeling since Marcia pulled her energy back? Marcia, the Sagittarius. Woo, he feels it. He feels it. He feels it. Let's see. It feels chilly over there. Give me more. We'll get more. You know we will. Tell me this Libra. Tell me this Libra. How is the Libra feeling since Marcia pulled her energy back? How's the Libra feeling since Marcia pulled her energy back? How's the Libra feeling since Marcia pulled her energy back, please? How is this Libra feeling since Marcia pulled her energy back? Two of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. In the dark, he does feel your absence. He's like, where'd she go? He literally is like, where'd she go? Empress reverse, 5 of Swords. I don't see her. I don't have clarity. Did she disappear? What the hell is she doing? He's invested. He's wondering if he needs to take action. 2 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Didn't I tell you his energy would come toward you, and it had. That's why the 10 of Pentacles is here. All right, his level of energetic investment has gone up. I do see that. I'm going to get more on this for you, Marcia. He definitely felt it. Okay, he definitely felt it. We saw that with the Queen of Cups coming out in the reverse. Let's get more. Yeah, he feels the absence. Lovers reversed. Why is the Moon reversed? Page of Wands. He feels like he needs to communicate with you. He feels like he needs to do something. You know, the Moon is in reverse. That can sometimes mean something being exposed. He's been exposed. Justice, the Sun. He's, Justice card is Libra energy. He feels like suddenly, I don't know if this makes any sense, but he feels like his behavior has been exposed and he owes you an apology. He does have the inclination to take action and reach out. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. He feels like he owes you an apology. You have definitely flipped the script. You have definitely done some energy work here. So your report card is go Marcia, go Marcia. You get an A on the, Marcia understood the assignment. Hell to the yes. Yes. So yes, nice move. You flipped the script. It's definitely flipped. I do see that, Miss Marcia. We're going to see if he's seeing others. Okay. But he's feeling the inclination that he better reach out to you. You're welcome. Thank you. Let's look at whether he's seeing other people. What are the energies around him seeing others? What are the energies around this Libra seeing others right now? What are the energies around this Libra seeing others? What are the energies around this Libra seeing others at the moment? What are the energies around this Libra seeing others at the moment? What are the energies of this Libra seeing others? Let's hear. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the World, Death. I don't think so. I don't think so. He's trying to deal with the stuff between y'all. He's stuck. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You know, he would like to be over you, but I don't think he is. Death card is here. Queen of Wands in reverse. He's not attracted to anybody. He's not found anybody he's attracted to. That's his issue. Or Empress in reverse. He says I don't know if they're fugly. I don't know if the people that cross his path are fugly or just not exciting, or they just don't flip his lid. I don't know what the deal is, but there's something that they do not do for him. Everybody he meets, Queen of Wands in reverse, Empress reversed, okay? So either they're fugly on the inside or the outside or both. Or either he possibly may be comparing people to you. Hang on a minute. Give me more on all this. Give me more on these people that have crossed his path. Give me more on this. Just tell me what I need to know about that. I think Wheel of Fortune in reverse, that's Saggy energy. I kind of think there's a possibility he may be comparing people to you. Which is what we do whenever we're not over somebody. That's what we tend to do. Right? Yeah, he's stuck as hell. Chariot in the reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse, Page of Wands. I'm telling you, he wants to reach out. He wants to break some silence or speak to you. Is he stubborn? Yeah, there's definitely been some aha moments in this thing. I do think when he meets people, he compares them to you and he's like, just don't do it. And that's what happens when we're not over someone. That's going to happen, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it. But right now, nothing compares to Marsha. He is stubborn. I am picking stubbornness up here, but he knows he needs to reach out to you. He's had some aha energy, right? So it's working. It's working. Oh, I understand that, but you know how they can be. You know how they can be. He's just not ready to admit that nothing compares to you. He knows it, though. Thank you, as always. As always. Did we get you some clarity? I hope we did. All right, and Lisa is after Laura. Lisa N, not Lisa Duck. We did Lisa Duck earlier. Let me add her to the list. Good. After Nabila is Laura, and then Lisa N. All right, here we go. It's funny, Marsha. Who was it? Oh, It was in a private reading I was doing the other day, Marcia. There's some shifting of the energies going on, because there's someone else that I have read for off and on for a while, and about a situation, and it's similar to yours, because we've been reading about your Libra off and on for a while. We've been reading about her situation. The energy is far different with that situation as well, and I'm seeing that, and I don't know if it's all these retrogrades going on and making people take a step back and having to look at themselves or what, but yeah, it's a thing. Anyhow, but yeah, energies are going through some major shifting right now for a lot of folks. Do you really, Laura? You do? It's I feel it too, and it's for, it's always, when energy shift, it's always for our greater good, but it's unsettling. It's unsettling. You know that, Laura. Right. You do too, Lulu? Yeah. But next up is Jennifer. Let me timestamp for Jennifer. The tarot doesn't change, but it will show that the energy has shifted, Tavy. But the readings will change. The meanings of the tarot, but the readings will change. Yes, yes. All right, Miss Jennifer. In the process of moving, which apartment will I be approved for? 1 or 2? We'll look at that. Question 2, will I get the job I applied for at the D firm? Okay. Miss Jennifer, what we're going to do is look at the energies around each apartment separately, okay? And you want to know which one you're going to be approved for. What if you're approved for both? How do the energies look around apartment 1? How do the energies look around apartment 1? Location number 1 for Jennifer. Location number 1, please. Location number 1. Apartment number 1. Apartment number 1. How do things look there? Oh, okay. I gotcha. Give me apartment 1. Give me apartment 1. Give me apartment 1. Really, Lisa? That doesn't surprise me. I figured you might have felt it. Yes, you're going to get approved for apartment 1. The World card, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. You got good news coming on that. Yes. Apartment 1 is a big fat yes. The World card, that's the rite of passage, passing the test. Ace of Cups, that's good news coming. Page of Pentacles, good news coming. Let's look at apartment 2 because you asked about it. But I got 3 cards that I'll say absolutely. Can I clarify the Page of Pentacles before we go to apartment 2? I want to know what that's about. It's good. I mean, that's good news of a financial nature. So we got you a solid yes. But I think there may be something about money coming towards you that you don't know about. There's something about money that this is going to work out well for you. Page of Pentacles. Is there something here that is beyond the yes to the apartment? Is there something here that's beyond the yes? Hey, Lisa. I'm not sure what this is about, but I just get that this is a very peaceful environment. Very peaceful environment. You're going to sleep well in this place. Remember, I said that. It's a very peaceful environment. Very relaxing. All right, let's look at apartment 2. 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 Give me apartment 2. Give me apartment 2. How do things look there? Give me apartment 2. Give me apartment 2. Give me apartment 2. Okay, here's what I get. I get a yes, but for some reason, why do I get that apartment 2 would cost more money to live there? Or there's something that you don't like about it. You've got some misgivings about this place. There may be something that you fear about being there, or you've got some misgivings. I don't know if it's the building, the neighbors, the neighborhood, or what it is. But the other thing that I see here is that it might be expensive, more expensive to live there. I don't know if the utilities are more or if the rent's higher. I get a yes with the King of Pentacles, but I feel like you've got some misgivings about this place. I don't know if it's more expensive or the utilities are more or you've got more bills there. I don't know what it is, but let me know. I mean, maybe the Eight of Swords is just picking up on your preference to apartment 1. It's also further. Yeah. Well, it would leave you more tired, and you're going to school, so you definitely, that distance makes a difference when you're traveling back and forth every day. Just even a little bit of a shorter distance helps. I hope that helps you. Let's look at your second question, Jennifer. That does make sense to you? Let's look at the job that you applied for at the D firm. Apartment 1 is 5 minutes away. There you go. That's a snap, right? I love that. It's probably convenient to a lot of things if it's close to the university as well. That's probably convenient to like a lot of the things that you would need right there around. Yeah, I mean, I live in a university town as well. And, it's like everything is within 15 minutes of my house. It's crazy. It's like I can get to anything and find anything. Right. Anyway, and I live off the beaten path. I live kind of away from the university. And even though I'm considered off the beaten path, I live in Tuscaloosa. I don't know if you know that, Jennifer, by University of Alabama. And right now I could go get in my car and be at the Bryant-Denny Stadium where they play football in probably 10 to 12 minutes. And I live across town. That's what's so crazy. Anyway, let's see about the job that you applied for at the D firm. What about this job that Jennifer applied for at the D firm? What about this job that Jennifer applied for at the D firm? What about this job that Jennifer applied for at the D firm? What about this job that Jennifer applied for at the D firm? How does that look for Jennifer? How does that look for Jennifer? Temperance reverse, 10 of Cups, 3 of Swords in the reverse. Wow. They're I think they liked you, The problem is, why are they so slow to make a decision? They don't know what they want. They are indecisive there. They're stuck. Temperance in reverse, Chariot in reverse, Nine of Cups in the reverse. I think they're indecisive about what they want to do there. I think they liked you. The Ten of Cups here. Why is the Three of Swords in the reverse? Two of Swords in the reverse. You're going to hear from them. Oh, wait a minute. Here's what I'm getting. I don't know that this is going to work out. Here's what I think may happen. I got you. Here's what I think that's going to happen, Jennifer. I think they're going to fart around and you're going to end up getting a job somewhere else. I get another job coming along before they make up their mind. That's what I'm seeing here. There's another opportunity with the Two of Swords in reverse. There's something opening up elsewhere. And you've got this Page of Pentacles with a Hangman in reverse. They're going to lose you. They're going to fuck around and lose you. There's another job that's going to work out somewhere else first. But I think it's because they're sitting there tap dancing. Yes, I do see that, Jennifer. I do see that. I do think they liked you, but I don't know if this is they're indecisive between you and another person, or that. I almost feel like they were wondering if they needed to not hire anybody right now. I don't even think it's that. Yes, definitely. Yeah, you'll be okay, Jennifer, for sure. And I feel you. But I hope that helped you, love. I hope that gave you some clarity. You are welcome. And you know what? I'm excited about your apartment. That was just, those cards looked so good around that place. I'm glad you caught me too, love. I'm glad that you caught me. I love that. I love it. People are moving into new places. It's so exciting. Oh, thank you for that, Jennifer. Thank you for being a part of the Cottage fam. All right. So CN Nomad is up next, and Nomad sent me the question for looking for help with being a better husband / dad. Oh, so let's timestamp for Nomad. We're going to pull for you, Nomad, to see if we can get some advice for you. Let's see what we've got. Oh, did you give me your zodiac sign? Nomad, what's your zodiac sign? Do you mind me asking? Cancer. Okay. I love that. All right. What does this Cancer need to know in order to be a better dad and hubby? Better dad and husband. What does this Cancer need to know in order to be a better dad / husband? Better dad / husband. Two of Wands, Queen of Wands in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, so let's talk about it, Nomad. You are literally, I gotcha. So I get that you're at a very pivotal, important point in your life. You're at a fork in the road, and you're at a decision here. Two of Wands here. Your intuition is leading you, and the fact that you've even asked this question in and of itself tells me that the Two of Wands here in the upright, your intuition is leading you. You are listening to your intuition. To be even asking such a question is, by the way, that's a very, if more people would ask that question, right, the world would be such a better place. So hats off to you for even taking the thought to say, what can I do to be a better dad, husband, right? Very pivotal time in your life. There's a fork in the road. It is a very good question. I agree, Laura. It's refreshing to hear someone ask this. I mean, literally, like hearing you ask this question, Nomad, feels like water on a desert to us, right? We love seeing guys, stepping up. It's amazing. So I can't say enough good things right now just to hear you ask that question. First of all, just asking the question is a huge step. Okay. And that you've already started the process of becoming a better husband and father just by asking the question. You've already started the process, whether you realize it or not. Okay. So the Two of Wands, you've already taken a step in the right direction. There's a path here for you to go down. The Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. This is about fate and destiny and your spiritual path. Okay. And getting on your spiritual path. All right. And the Queen of Wands in reverse is about authenticity. And both of those things actually go hand in hand. And it's not that I'm saying you're not authentic. That's not what I'm saying at all. Hear me out. As you take the journey to become a better person, which is done through inner work, you gain more self-awareness and you act more authentically because you just feel more in tune and aligned with yourself. And the reason these things are in the reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and I'm not saying you're out of alignment with yourself, but we can always get more in alignment with ourselves, right? Spirit is definitely calling you to do that, and you're listening. Again, that's why you're asking the question. That's just, wow. I can't say enough things about that. But at any rate, this is about the journey inside. To become a better dad, you have to become a better you. To become a better husband, you have to become a better you. I'm a mom. And and I don't see anything bad. I don't see anything bad at all. In order to be a good mom, I have to be a good woman. I have to be a good person, right? I have to step into my authenticity. I have to do the self-awareness, the inward journey. Many times that involves working on oneself and becoming aware of wounds that trigger us, that can cause anger issues. They can cause us to hurt people without meaning to. And I'm not saying you're doing that, okay? But you may have some unhealed wounds with the Queen of Wands in reverse. You may struggle to open up and be who you authentically are, okay? And you may actually fear opening up because sometimes the Queen of Wands in reverse can speak to self-esteem, self-confidence issues, and it can cause us sometimes to feel like if this person saw the real me, whether it's your spouse or your kids or whatever, they wouldn't like me. And that comes down to because you got to get to where you like yourself. And you will like yourself when you get to know yourself, because you'll find the divine person that you are when you take that inner journey. Okay. So I do think working on knowing the difference between confidence in who you are and being egotistical, that's going to come from a healthy self-esteem. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, my Venus sign is in Cancer, and also my North Node is in Cancer. So I am actually doing my thing right now. And you are a Cancerian. And so, of course, you are very family oriented by nature. And so, good on you to step into that, right? But uh, it definitely would behoove you to do some inner work, to process through those unhealed wounds, to do some shadow work. Absolutely. Shadow work is more than healing wounds. It goes beyond that, but that is a big part of it. Okay. And that's where most people normally start with shadow work. Okay. But that is where we take the journey to what I call self-actualization. And everything I'm talking about tonight is dealing with the shadow self, which is the subconscious, the unconscious. And everything I'm talking about is actually based on the teachings of Carl Jung, Jungian psychology. And the subconscious is literally the hand that rocks the cradle. That is the part of the mind we create from. We create our experiences, our behaviors come from there, and our among other things that we repress, memories that we don't necessarily remember anymore, they're all in that subconscious. Okay. And so it is a lot of times those repressed wounds that are driving our behaviors many times. So the more you become self-aware, the more authentically you can be, and the more pure you can be in your approach to your children and your spouse. And when you become self-aware and you gain that self-confidence, you have the courage to be open and vulnerable. Is this making any sense? Yes, yes, yes. Because when we have a healthy self-esteem and we know who we are and we become vulnerable to others, certainly we run the risk of rejection, people disapproving or whatever. But when we are okay with ourselves, when we are truly okay with who we are, and we are set in our own view of ourselves, if we make ourselves vulnerable to others and they reject us, it may hurt our feelings, but at the end of the day, we're okay. We're okay because we have the courage, because what really matters is what I think of me. What really matters is what you think of you. Because that's what defines you. That's who you are, is what you think. I don't know if this is making any sense. It got a little bit deep. But I hope that helped, Nomad. I hope that helped you. And not many people want to know this or see this or hear this, but Jungian psychology and the occult go hand in hand. That's why your real occultists have such an understanding of shadow work and such. That's why. Not your wannabes, but your real ones, right? Thank you as well. I hope that helped you, Nomad. I hope that helped you. Let's see. Stacy, you are up next. Stacy, are you here, love bug? Let's timestamp for Stacy. Good. Thank you. And thank you for booking a reading with me, Nomad. All right. So Stacy had 2 questions. Stacy wants to know about C, the Taurus, and D, the Libra, those damn Venus signs. The Venus people. Stacy, I know you have told me your sign before, but my Gemini brain cannot remember your zodiac sign. What? Are you a Sagittarius? I think you're a Sagittarius. But remind me and make sure that I'm thinking right. Make sure that I'm remembering your sign correctly. Pisces sun, Cancer moon, Libra rising. I gotcha. See, I told you I had Gemini brain. I'm glad I asked. North node inside. Well, okay. There you go. Let's see here. Hang on a minute. Hey, Kiki, how are you doing? All right, let's see about C, the Taurus. Give me C, the Taurus, towards Stacy, the Pisces. Give me C, the Taurus, towards Stacy, the Pisces. 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 I am doing good, Kiki. Thank you. Give me C, the Taurus, towards Stacy, the Pisces. Four of Wands. High Priestess in the reverse. This person wants something with, wait a minute. Why is that here? You know, this person does want something with you. Why do I pick up the feeling, though, that this Taurus wants their independence as well? And I don't think with the, I've got the Nine of Pentacles here. I think this Taurus may be a little bit stuck in the mud about what they want to do because they want their independence. They're afraid of being tied down. It's like they feel this connection to you. I do think the Taurus wants to open up to you and speak to you. But the issue is, and I think the Taurus feels this connection with you, the 1111 card, the Four of Wands here. But the Taurus is torn because the Taurus is like stuck about moving forward and actually committing. All right. Do I think the Taurus feels the connection with you and wants something? I do. But at the same time, the Taurus is nervous about in-depth. There you go. There you go. But I think this Taurus is nervous about something that goes deep. And there's a deep connection with you in this Taurus. So Taurus feels a connection with you, but ultimately I think Taurus may reach out to you, but I don't think Taurus is going to do much more than that. It looks very surface to me with this Taurus as far as what the Taurus is really wanting to do. The Taurus feels something deeply, but they don't want to feel something deeply. Does that make sense? Because I even got the Six of Wands, which can mean that. Let's look at the Libra. Let's see what's going on with the Libra. D, the Libra. Let's look at D, the Libra. Give me D, the Libra. Give me D, the Libra, towards Stacy. D, the Libra, towards Stacy, the Pisces. D, the Libra, towards Stacy, the Pisces. D, the Libra, towards Stacy, the Pisces. Give me D, the Libra, towards Stacy, the Pisces. 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 King of Wands, Four of Pentacles in the reverse, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. The Libra is super attracted to you. Uh, I, why do I get that this Libra, they've got baggage, hon. They've got baggage. They may be rebounding from something. All right. An X with that Two of Pentacles in the reverse. I think this Libra is very into you from a sexual standpoint, very attracted to you. This Libra may be fresh out of something or not over somebody. Two of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse, Hangman in reverse. Yeah. Libra's not healed from something. Libra's rebounding. Big time. And I mean, I'm not saying that they just went through a breakup. It could have been 10 years ago, but if they're not over it, they can still rebound. Right? But that's what I got, Stacy. And I hope that gave you some clarity, my love. Let me get something else here, Stacy. This Libra may have some sort of spending addiction or something with spending, something with money. Yeah. Be careful of that. Be careful of that, Stacy. That's what I got, my love. That's what I got. I hope that gave you some clarity, love bug, between these two Venus people. Can y'all hear me? Everybody's quiet. Y'all are so quiet. Oh, Tavy, you're after Lisa. Let's update the list. There's Tavy. I'm going to put you on the list after Lisa. Where are we at? Blair is up next. But let me put the list up. Before I read for you, I'm going to you're chilling but here. I love that. Bringing coolness to the cottage is what you're doing. You know you're going to forever be known for that now, Blair. Let's see here. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to let Tavy be last. You're doing the same. Yeah, Laura brings coolness. Tavy does too. All of y'all bring coolness to the cottage. That's how the cottage is a cool place because of all the people that come here. Right? But anyway, I'm gonna close it down and let Tavy be last. Let me go fix things real quick before I all right, there we go. There we go. All right, and then let me go do one other thing. And I got to fix the thing at the top of the chat too. Let's do this. All right, there we go. And then let me pin that real quick to the top of the chat. All right, there we go. All right. Next up is Miss Blair. Thank you, Blair. I appreciate you letting me do that. All right, Blair. Let's see what we got. Ooh, okay. Let's look into Scottsdale. Let's see about Scottsdale. What about Scottsdale and Blair? What about Scottsdale and Blair? What about Scottsdale and Blair? Yeah, itching for a change. What about Scottsdale? What about Scottsdale and Blair? What about Scottsdale and Blair? What about Scottsdale and Blair? What does she need to know about Scottsdale? How does Scottsdale look? How are the energies around Scottsdale? How are the energies around Scottsdale, please? Temperance is in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Wands. Wait. Not yet. Wait. God, Blair, I know you hate me for telling you this. Not yet. It's a timing thing with the Temperance card in the reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Wands. You are going to get your change that you're itching for, but it's a timing thing. Is it because of retrogrades, I wonder? Possibly. Give me more on this for Blair. Give me more on this for Blair. Give me more on this for Blair. I know, right? It is. It's a timing thing. My God, there it is. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This is very much a timing thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's what I get. You are, okay, Queen of Swords, you're going to have to stand in your power, Libra. Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse for a reason. And the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Swords in the upright. Listen to me. Be careful with this. I'm getting Mercury retrograde / shyster. Be careful about what people tell you. Check it out for yourself. Read the contracts, read between the lines, but I get somebody telling you what they think you want to hear. And I don't know if this is like a realtor or a job situation or what, but the Queen of Swords, you got to stand in your power. You got to be discerning and you've got to get to the truth. Okay. Just because somebody tells you that doesn't mean it's true. Sometimes the Ace of Pentacles in reverse can speak to somebody that's got ulterior motives when they're dealing with you. I don't think this is a love situation that would be there. I think this is either around a living situation or a working situation. I think this has to do with that. And I'm not sure exactly what it is. There's a timing thing. I want to clarify more on the Three of Wands and the upright. There is something here, but it's not now or not at this. I don't know if it's Scottsdale or it's a timing thing, but I think this is a timing thing. Let's see about the Three of Wands. Yeah, it's a timing thing. You're going to hate me when I tell you this. High Priestess in the reverse, Empress in the reverse, Fool in the reverse. What is that telling me? And I even got this on the Three of Wands before I clarified it. Oh my God, Blair, you're going to throw things at me. Let it come to you. You are a Libra. Stand in your power. That Empress is Libra energy. It's Venus energy, right? And she came out in the reverse. Don't jump the Fool card in the reverse. Let it come to you. This is insane, but this came out. I got that with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a more passive approach to things. Let it come to you. And the Empress doesn't chase things, she attracts things. Things come to Venus. Venus doesn't chase things, things come to Venus. And and I know we're not talking about love here, but Venus is also about money and opportunity as well. Venus doesn't just rule love. It also rules just basically anything that makes us abundant or prosperous. It can be your home situation, it can be job, it can be a relocation opportunity, whatever. I feel like that the right thing is going to cross your path in a very odd way, a very manifesty way, a serendipitous way. I think you're ahead of yourself. I think that's why the Temperance is in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. This is definitely a timing thing. And this doesn't make any sense to me to tell you this, but yet the cards are telling me to tell you to let the opportunity come to you. Does that make any sense? Let the opportunity come to you. I don't know, but that's what I got. It does make sense to you? Stay put. Blair, the last card out, the Chariot in reverse. It says don't go anywhere. I mean, you can go check it out. Look, this is on the bottom of the deck. The star card, the future. Your future's so bright you got to wear shades. It's coming. I don't know if that makes sense or not. This is crazy. I know, right? Good grief is right. I know. It's like, what in the crazy train am I getting for you, Blair? Blair, I feel like you're being put through a test. I swear to God. I'm so sorry. But that's what I got. I would go check it out. I mean, what does it hurt? I almost feel like don't force it before it's ready would be a better way to interpret that. Don't force it before it's ready. And I really am feeling very strongly that this may be tied to retrogrades as well. And the timing of making changes right now might suck, right? Yeah, definitely check it out. And let me know how it goes, right? I'm curious. I definitely think this is a timing thing. And even though I did, you don't pick up retrogrades necessarily in the cards, but your entire day was retrograde. I feel you. I feel you. I shouldn't have got out of bed. Well, maybe you needed some self-care. Maybe you needed some self-care, Blair. Thank you, as always, Blair. As always, you are just a delight. You've been in slow motion today, Laura. I swear to God. I mean, there is just, it's crazy. Was it? Okay, good. Good. I'm glad it helped you, Blair. Talk to you later. Love you, girl. All right, Miss Nabila is up next. Let me time step for Nabila real quick. All right, here we go. Nabila, let's see what Nabila has asked. Nabila, what is my next glow up like with approximate time frame? You know I can't do a time frame, Nabila. What will my future husband be like? I am feeling romantical. I wonder where Venus is in relation to your chart. If Venus is transiting something for you. Romantical, that's so funny. All right, Nabila, let's see. What is my next glow up like? Let's see what we can find out for you, Nabila. Hang on. Thank you, love. Thank you for that. Tell me about Nabila's next glow up. Tell me about Nabila's next glow up. Tell me about Nabila's next glow up. It's going to have to do with self-confidence. Okay, I got you. It's going to have to do with self-confidence. Possibly job. I'm going to clarify this a little bit more. Emperor. Give me more on the Emperor, please. You're going to realize that you're the one in control of everything that's happening to you. But it could have to do with self-confidence, and that certainly is a glow up in a major way. But let's get this Emperor. Let's drill down on this Emperor a little bit, Nabila. Nabila, what is your North Node? Do you know? Self-love, Queen of Cups. It's Libra. Your North Node is Libra. I do think you're going to be stepping more into that North Node because I got that. Your Venus is in Scorpio. Okay. Queen of Cups here in the reverse. This has to do with self-love, codependency healing, people pleasing. All right. And self-confidence, loving yourself enough that when you don't overdo it for others to the point of jeopardizing yourself. I definitely see you closing out some chapters with somebody in a major way. There's a rite of passage here that you're being prompted to go through from a spiritual perspective that's going to have a lot of self-awareness. And again, that's going to bring about a lot of self-confidence as well. All right. Major transformation here. Major transformation in your energy right now. Lead into it. Lean into it. All right. Remember, when we are undergoing transformation, we are trying to give birth to the next version of ourselves. That's what glow ups are, right? It's the next version of Nabila. Birthing a new person is painful. But on the outside, it creates something beautiful, right? So you are going to feel the pains of being reborn into this new you. This is very much a scorpionic message, very transformative energy. All right, very transformative. And as a result, you are going to be gaining a lot of self-awareness. You're going to know more about who you are. You're going to walk with your shoulders square. You're going to truly have inner peace and happiness. And if you think for 1 minute that does not show up on the outside, it absolutely makes a big difference in your looks. I am not kidding you right now. So I definitely feel like the inside is where it starts. You know the saying, as above, so below, as within, so without. All right. Oh, I got you, Stacy. You're fine, my love. But anyway, it's going to start that your next glow up is going to start on the inside first, inner work, and that's going to show on the outside. That's how the real changes happen in your physical looks even. So that's what I got. That's what I got as far as the next glow up. I'll tell you something, Nabila. I was going back and looking at some old videos that I did here on this channel. And I'm coming up on 5 years now. And I was looking at some old videos that I did 3 or 4 years ago. I looked horrible then compared to what I did now. I looked older then than I do now. I look younger now than I did 4 or 5 years ago. And it's not that I think I'm all that in a bag of chips, but it's just the work that I've been doing on myself, and it shows. And you will glow up when you do inner work. You absolutely will. I know, Blair, can you believe it? August 29th will be 5 years. My channel is a Virgo. August 29th is a Virgo. So my channel was birthed in Virgo season. I know, right? But Nabila, let me say this. It is a blessing, but it's a box of darkness too. It's a painful process, but it is a blessing. So you got to remember that. You got to remember that. So the best glow up is inner work. And that's what I see happening here. Let's look at, you had asked me to describe your future hubby. We'll see what we can find out for you, Nabila. What is, tell me about Nabila's, I think those were both the same day, Stacy, but I'm not sure. I'd have to look. But that is whenever the account was created, was August 29th of 2000. Give me the energies around Nabila's future hubby. Give me the energies around Nabila's future hubby. Give me the energies around Nabila's future hubby. Decisive, reserved, decisive, reserved, very headstrong, very headstrong. Possibly a little impatient. All right. This is a person that knows what they want, very determined, and maybe a little bit of a workaholic even. All right. Maybe a little bit of a workaholic. Not overly emotional, not overly emotionally expressive. All right. But possibly impatient. That's what I'm picking up here. Now, understand this, Nabila. This is based off your current energies and what you would likely choose for yourself. And this gets into some real interesting things, because what you choose, okay, you're telling me so much right now, Nabila. Why do I keep getting stoic workaholics? There's a reason, and you will continue to. Let me tell you what my cards are trying to tell you right now. My cards are trying to tell you that you're going to keep attracting the same thing over and over again until you look at what it's trying to show you about yourself. You are choosing from your subconscious. You are choosing based on what is in your subconscious, your shadow self. That is why we choose who we choose. That is why certain people we have chemistry with. You've got chemistry with those people, and you are subconsciously recreating a situation. You may have had even a workaholic parent or somebody who was, not very emotionally expressive early in your life that, and you're trying to subconsciously, you're recreating those experiences, trying to make sense of it. And so what my cards are really telling you is this. I know you feel romantical, but my cards are saying you're not really going to have the hubby you want until you become the Nabila that you need to be in order to be energetically aligned with the person you want. You got to get in energetic alignment with what you want. Right now, what my cards are telling me and what you're telling me is that you are energetically aligned to be attracted to people who are workaholics and don't express emotion. And what you've got to do is say, is that what I want? Yes, exactly. And if that's not what you want, if you want somebody that is, different than that, you've got to go deep inside and figure out what it is within you that is in alignment with that. And it's usually around a wound. What you're probably doing is recreating some trauma that you have experienced in your life that you have not processed through. And you're trying to make sense of a situation that is not going to make sense because in essence, it is trauma. But we will do that. We will do that. And that again is, back to that thing of you'll keep having the same experience over and over again until you learn the lesson. But that's what's up, Nabila. That's what's up. Yeah. And we don't want Stockholm. I'm assuming you want somebody that's nurturing and loving and expressive. Yes. I don't want you to keep repeating it either. Hey, we're all about breaking cycles in the cottage. We're all about breaking cycles, Nabila. Just ask Blair, ask Laura, ask Tony, ask Marsha, all these folks that have been here a long time. Lisa Duck, Tavy, Gloria, people, Jennifer, all these folks, right? Yes, we want a King of Cups for you. Exactly. We're all about breaking patterns and busting out of cycles. Absolutely. Yeah, we want to get off that hamster wheel of not feeling like we're getting anywhere. All right. So you flip the script, Nabila. You get to decide what. Yeah, we manifesting up in here. Blair is right. We manifesting up in here. So Nabila, you have control over what your future husband is like. Get in alignment with what you want. Get in alignment with what you want. And it takes time and work. Oh, thank you, Nabila. Thank you for that. I'm glad. I'm so glad. But yeah, we about manifesting our dreams up at the cottage. We doing things a little different over here. We might be Southern. We might be from backwoods Alabama, but we about the good life up in here. We about the good life. We're about having some good life experiences here in the cottage. I'm proud of you, Nabila. I'm proud of you. And self-care, listen, I don't say this enough. When we do shadow work, it's so important to do self-care. Ramp up the self-care, folks, when we're going through stuff. Okay, ramp up the self-care. Self-care is never a bad idea anyway. All right. And I have to remind myself of that. So, anywho. We about living a good life up in here. We about having good life experiences up in here. We about tired of the bullshit, right? So we're going to make some changes and do some stuff different. We want something we never had. We got to do something we've never done. Yes. All right. Miss Laura, the Gemini. What do I need to know around love? Let's find out, love. Thank you, Nabila. Thank you. All right. What does Laura need to know about romance? What does Laura, the Gemini, really need to know? What does Laura need to know? My little Gemini friend, what does she need to know? What does she need to know? What does she need to know? What does Laura need to know about romance? Laura the Gemini. Laura the Gemini. You will find love, Laura. What's out of balance, Laura? Justice in the reverse, Sun, reverse 10 of Cups. You will find love, but there's a balance issue, and I don't know what it is. We're going to delve into this Justice card in the oh, shit. Laura. Have a good dog walk, Blair. Give the puppers a kissy from Auntie Karen. Give them a kiss on the head. Laura, what is the zodiac sign of the ex again? Am I remembering Libra for a reason? Why is this Libra showing up in your energy? I do get that there needs to be a better balance between work, play, and spirituality. I don't know what's out of balance. Oh, thank you, Blair. I don't know what's out of balance in what way. There's 2 Libras now. Oh my gosh. One of them, I don't like one of them. And that may be the past one. I do like the other one. I am picking up 2 different people in this reading. Yeah, there's a good one. I don't know. Let's find out. To that Libra, let's find out. To the good Libra, let's find out if you were mean to the good Libra. Let's look at the good Libra. I do see you finding love, though. I absolutely do. Give me the good Libra. Was she mean to the good Libra? I think you may have put some fear in this other Libra. This is just a tough cycle you're going through. I see a breakthrough here. Okay, Strength card, 10 of Wands, Ace of Wands. There's a tough cycle that you're going through. I think you're dealing with some stuff on the inside with the Strength card here. And it feels heavy, 10 of Wands, and it feels really hard. But you're very close to a breakthrough. And I feel like this is around love, but I feel like there's something going on inside this inner battle with the Strength card. And again, it feels very heavy. But I see a breakthrough because the outcome is the Ace of Wands. I do feel like there is, oh, yeah. Okay, something. Oh, Lord. Laura, you're going to hate me. Tower reversed. There may be something surfacing soon that you're going to work through, and it is something that is blocking romance for you. It's going to surface. It's going to come to consciousness, right? You know how that shadow stuff does, right? You will deal with it, and you will have this breakthrough. Yeah, there's something here, that there's a test. There's this thing, and it's a rite of passage. This will go like this. Okay, it's not done yet, but it will be. And when it is, there's the breakthrough. All right. And this is going to be heavy. You're going to be dealing with some heavy energy, Laura. But this is, you're removing some sort of a blockage. I don't know what this is. And I feel like this is shadow work. I don't know what it is that's going to surface. But why did I even get that? Tower reversed. Okay. And it's holding you back, and I don't think you realize it, but it's a burden, and you're going to lay it down. You're going to lay it down. I don't know what this has to do with, but it's going to feel like that inner war that I describe sometimes. I do feel that way. I'm really feeling that it's tough. It's tough. It's a rite of passage, but you'll get through it. I do see you having the breakthrough. And you're closer to this than you think. Two of Wands. Definitely at a crossroads. Definitely at a crossroads. Pivotal moment. Seven of Wands. You got fears. You got some fears. You got some fears. My love bug, Laura, can I talk to you? Tower reverse, Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords. You may have a smidge of avoidance in your energy, and you may not realize it. And let me tell you another way that this sometimes shows up. Sometimes we end up choosing people who are unavailable, emotionally unavailable, or they're not, we choose people that we know aren't going to work out because we don't have to be vulnerable with them. You may be subconsciously picking the wrong people because you know that it's not going to work out, and you're not going to have to be vulnerable with them. Does this make any sense? I saw something about this a while back. This is what I'm picking up. I think you've got some avoidant things that you probably don't realize. And I think it's going to surface. And I think that's blocking you. And I think when you deal with that, it's going to be a breakthrough. It's going to be a major breakthrough. It's going to like, this is about a whole new way of life right here. Is this making any sense, Laura? Let me know. It's not making any sense? I don't know, but that's what I got. That's what I got. Emotional vulnerability. Have I blown it with your reading, Laura? Shit. I did. I did ask what you need to know. And I do feel like there's this blockage, and I think it has to do with fears around emotional vulnerability. Maybe you don't, I don't know. Let me do this, Laura. Let me get another deck. I'm gonna start from scratch. Let me do this one. What does Laura need to know about love? What does Laura need to know about love? What does Laura the Gemini need to know about love? Hey, I can miss it sometimes, right? What does Laura need to know about love? Whoa. Knight of Swords. What does Laura need to know about love? What does Laura need to know about love? Laura the Gemini. Nine of Cups, Emperor, Ace of Cups. Well, I do see love coming towards you. Why is the Nine of Cups here? Queen of Wands. Two of Swords. There is that damn blockage. Four of Cups in reverse. Why is that here? There's something. Why is the Four of Cups in reverse? Because there's Death card. See, I'm getting Pluto energy again. I'm getting this blockage. Moon in reverse. That can be something surfacing. I'm kind of getting the same thing. I do get there being a major breakthrough. I get you having love coming towards you, but I kind of feel once again, here's the Queen of Swords. You may be a little bit guarded. Just look at that and see if that's, but I feel like there is something that is going to surface and it's going to ask you to transmute it, to heal it with the Death card here. That's what that's about. And the Moon in reverse, the Moon has to do with the subconscious, the shadow self, right? And the Two of Swords is the blockage, something unseen, and it's a roadblock. And the Four of Cups is in reverse. That's interesting because there's something here. You know, the Four of Cups in reverse is something about a lost love. And I don't know if this is a wound from a lost love or what. You know, that's the missed opportunity card. And I don't know why that's coming out for you because you're not, you know, you're wanting something new. Yeah, Ace of Wands. There's the Ace of Wands. I do see you getting something new. But why is this Four of Cups here in the reverse? Six of Cups. That's past energy. There is some past energy that's unresolved, Laura. And I think it may have you fearful that you're going to have a heartbreak with the same kind of a way. You're going to lose somebody like you did before. You may have a fear of losing somebody. I don't know if this is making any sense, but this is what I'm picking up. And it may, and emotional vulnerability may scare you for that reason because you may have lost somebody in the past and it really, you know, bothered you a lot. And you may have this fear of losing somebody again. I don't know. That's what I'm picking up on this thing. And that may cause you to fear vulnerability. But let me know if this helps you, Miss Laura. If I blew it, I will freaking reimburse you this. Because, you know, I don't want to blow it. But I even got, this is my Gemini deck that I went to. I even pulled out my Gemini deck for you. Very possibly. Very possibly. If you were you close to your nephew? It could be. It could be. And I'm sorry for your loss, by the way, Laura. I'm very sorry that happened to you. I bet you were the best aunt ever. Thank you, babes. Thank you. Thank you, Laura. Keep me posted. All right. Lisa Neal is up next. Lisa N. I'm sorry I said your last name. I shouldn't have done that. Oops. All right. Yes, definitely keep me posted. Okay, so Lisa, are you here, Lisa? Lisa N. If you're here, Lisa N., you had asked me for just how the outlook is for you for the rest of the year. How do you see the rest of the year going for myself? And Lisa, if you can give me your zodiac sign, that would be great. If you're here, it's not absolutely necessary, but I just like to have it. For some reason, I just feel like it gives me a way to connect a little deeper. But we can definitely read it for you without it. Sorry. But Lisa, are you here? Hey, Robert, how you doing? Lisa, are you still here? How you been, Robert? It's good to see you. All right, so we'll read without it. Here we go. What does the rest of the year look like for Lisa N? What does the rest of the year look like for Lisa N, please? What does the rest of the year look like for Lisa N? What does the rest of the year look like for Lisa N? What does the rest of the year look like for Lisa? Excuse me. Oh my gosh. What does the rest of the year look like for Lisa M? Maybe, Robert. There's always fairies at the cottage, Robert. What does the rest of the year look like for Lisa N, please? What does the rest of the year look like for Lisa N? Healing, Three of Swords in the reverse, Ten of Wands, working on baggage, Four of Wands. You may be staying at home, staying in a lot, and working on your home, but I also, or maybe spending time with family with that Four of Wands, something about a home in a good way with the Four of Wands here. But definitely focusing on healing some wounds, healing some baggage with the Three of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Wands upright, closing out some cycles that are not closed yet, right? Working on a lot of self-awareness, self-actualization, definitely working on self-confidence, okay? Issues around control, dealing with loneliness, and exploring some baggage. I got a lot of baggage here, a lot of heavy energy that you're going to be transmuting the rest of this year. I remind you, Lisa, we have a total of 4+ Chiron in retrograde right now. Chiron represents our deepest wound, and it is in retrograde. That's causing us to revisit deepest wounds. We have 2 more planets coming into retrograde later in the year. And retrogrades are always about revisiting things, slowing down. Everything slows down. And when we have a bunch of retrogrades, it is making us slow down and go inside. And that is what I'm seeing here, is you kind of being sat down and working on yourself, during this retrograde time. It'll be go time, but not right now, not the rest. And we got retrogrades the rest of this year. So that actually makes sense that this is a lot of internal work, reflecting, really working on yourself. This is all about going inside, working on what makes you happy, looking for your own love inside yourself, right? Realizing you have everything you need inside of you, right? Healing issues around codependency, loneliness, self-confidence, heartbreak. The Star card, that's a card about healing, hope, and your best days being ahead of you. But they're on the other side of this healing journey for sure. That's what I got. That's what I got. All right. Tavy, last but not least, is Miss Tavy. Robert, are you a Sprite? I'm a Dryad, by the way. So funny that you would ask about fairies. I wondered with your name, Robert Sprite. I'm like, is he into the Fae? Oh, you sent me an email? Okay. Let's see what we got. There it is. I do not know, Tavy, if they do the donations or not. I do not think they do, but I'm not sure if you place them as donations. I don't think they accumulate in your points. You did the donation. I'm confused. When you booked with me, though, you picked. Okay, so Tavy, when you booked with me before, the additional questions. Oh, you sent those, when you did additional questions, you sent those outside of my website and straight over to PayPal. Is that right, Tavy? Am I understanding you correctly? Make sure I understand your question. If that's the case, it did not go. I did it twice in the past because I decided to pick 2 questions instead of 1. So I paid the difference. Okay. I need to go in and adjust your points, and I can do that. Remind me through email. Well, I'll just save this email as new. Once I read it, I'll save it as new, and it'll remind me to go adjust your points. But if you did that, then I owe you 30 points probably. Make sure that that's right because you paid the difference, which would have been 15 and 15. So do I owe you 30 points, Tavy? Okay. I can adjust them manually. And I will do that for you, love bug. I will do that for you. Okay. Oh, I did not timestamp for you, Tavy. Let me do that real quick. All right. So Tavy says, years ago, I created a product but was forced to relinquish my rights under unfair circumstances. I am sorry. Felt called to recreate and rebrand it with the intention of reclaiming it if the opportunity arises. I have a strong intuitive feeling this will happen, I always have. What does the future hold for the person or group who took it away from me unfairly? Wow. I'm sure that, I'm sure that their actions will catch up to them, Tavy. I'm sure of that. Oh, really? Still using your name even? Let's see how things will look for them going forward. Let's see how things look for them going forward. How do things look for them going forward? Things always have a way of coming around. How do things look for them going forward? How do things look for them going forward? World in reverse. Excuse me. Hold on. Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands in the reverse. I don't think it's going to end well for them. there's animosity. Apparently, this is more than one person in the group, or if I don't know how many people this is in this in the folks that did this. There's animosity amongst them within that group, okay, of people, or two people or three or however many people it is. There's animosity, there's infighting. I do see this, starting off with a bang. Yeah, yeah. But there's animosity. I don't think this is going to end well. All right. Yeah. They've got a bad history. They've got a bad reputation of being manipulative. It's not going to end well for them. Right, right. It's not going to end well. They're going to flop. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse because they didn't put the work in. They didn't put the work in to develop it. That's why the Seven of Pentacles is here in the reverse. It's not their crop. They didn't plant it. They didn't create it. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I don't think it's going to end well. They may lose everything they make off of it with the Seven of Pentacles here in the reverse, but it's definitely going to end poorly for them. And they don't get along well, that family. Yes, amongst each other. They don't get along well. They don't get along well. Well, sometimes families are the most toxic people. I promise you, if they did that to you, they fight amongst themselves. If they would do that to you, they're like a bunch of pit vipers. They would turn on each other as much as they would anybody else. So it makes sense to me. They should be happy because it was a very good product. Yeah, but they're thieves. They're a thief. And they're like pit vipers. Actually, the father-in-law doesn't like the wife. See? There you go. Yeah. I think Lisa is behind in the chat. I gotcha. But yeah, it's not going to go well. I'm getting somebody here. Queen of Wands, there is somebody here that's a bitter bitch. And that may be the one the lady that you were talking about. The wife with the Queen of Wands there. So yeah, but there's infighting. There's bitterness. They've got a history of being, what's the right word? Right. Hold on, Tavy, just 1 second. Maybe after I left, they started fighting, maybe for whatever reason. Yeah, very possibly. Very possibly. Let's go to your, I'm the original idea person, so maybe they couldn't figure out how to improve. Probably not. Probably not. And I like that you're recreating and rebranding it. I wish you so much success with that. The Thai-Cambodia border conflict recently made international news. The Virgo masculine I was once connected to knows I work deeply on Cambodian issues. Does he have any thoughts or feelings about this situation or about me in relation to it? Let's see. Let's see if this has brought you to his mind. Let's see what we got. Give me this, Virgo. Give me this, Virgo. Given the recent news surrounding the Thai-Cambodia situation. Give me this, Virgo. Toward Tavy, specifically around the timing of the news around the Thai-Cambodia situation. Let's see. Eight of Wands, Four of Swords. He thought about reaching out to you. He thought about reaching out to you. Eight of Wands here. Yes, you definitely hit his mind. He may have even had a dream about you, but he's kind of trying to get his mind off of it. I do think he misses you. He does think about you. He absolutely does think about you. He's wondering how you're doing. I think he also tries to get you off of his mind. I think he tries to get busy and distract himself. But ultimately, I think he decided against reaching out to you. But he definitely thought about reaching out to you. He's still got love for you, by the way. He's got love. He's got admiration for you. 8, 8, 9, 9. You've got these repeating numbers in your reading, Tavy. 8, 8, 9, 9. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not. But pay attention to 8s and 9s, Tavy. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of admiration here from this Virgo. But he thought about reaching out to you. Oh, yeah, you definitely came to his mind. You know, he's hoping that things work out well in a peaceful way regarding that situation with the Two of Swords in the reverse. He really thinks about reaching out to you, but he chickens out. Ace of Wands, but Emperor in the reverse. That's what I got, Tavy. That's what I got. I hope that helps you, love. I hope that gave you some clarity, Miss Tavy. I'm sorry. I hope things get better there. I know that's something that you're very passionate about, and I admire you for the work that you do. I really do. I'm yawning again. That's just one of the smaller issues. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. But I hope that helped you, Miss Tavy. Just made it to international news. I think I saw something about that, Tavy. I don't always watch a lot of the news, but I want to say I saw something, but it's been tough. You are welcome. Tavy, thank you as always. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He misses you. He probably does. Yeah. I think he does things to get his mind off of you. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Thank you. So, all right. Well, I think we are going to call it a night. Thanks to everybody who booked with me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I think I'm going to call it a night and try to get some rest, everybody. I hope you guys have a good evening or morning or whatever time of day it is that you are tuned in. I love you guys. Peace.